Thanks, the gentleman. Chair now recognizes himself. I just got a few more to wrap up, and then we can, Mr. Loudermilk and Watson Coleman have some more. The DHS initially estimated that HRIT would cost $120 million, according to what I've got here. Congress has appropriated at least $180 million, which is another issue all in of itself, right? They asked for 120, you get 180 million. I'm not here to defend that, but how much at this point does DHS estimate the cost to be? Do you know?
So that's exactly why we're doing a life cycle cost estimate, to make sure we get it right.
So we don't know right now, but I suspect at some point somebody's going to be asking for more money for this, right? And how many years on are we?
So that's what again, that's what we're going through right now, to make sure we do it smartly and as quickly as we can. But a key piece of that will be the life cycle cost estimate that we're going to do.
When will that be done?
By the end of this year.
By the end of the fiscal year?
End of the fiscal year.
So by the end of September, you're going to know what the actual cost is.
We're going to know what the estimated cost is to move forward. Yes, sir.
You know that our national debt's $19 trillion right now, right?
I'm aware of that.
And we've got about somewhere, some people estimate $200 trillion in unfunded liability. Now, I'm privileged to serve on this committee, and you know, I hear the Secretary saying that his legacy is going to be of improved management. But from this hearing to the last one to the one before, we don't know how many vehicles we got. We got too many vehicles. We can't track their mileage without asking them through programs and so on and so forth. Quite honestly, I just don't see it. But you know, you can make the claim, I suppose. But I don't see things that have improved, and there's been a long time getting here. And I will tell you this, sir, I do appreciate your service. You folks are operating at the senior executive service level or the executive schedule. We demand your leadership if you're going to be paid for it, and leadership requires making hard decisions, hard choices, and making people accountable. And we don't, I certainly don't, deign to understand the intricacies of what you've got to do, and I kind of get that from, I get that vibe from Ms. Bailey, like you're asking questions, you don't understand how hard this is. I hate to put it this way, we don't care how hard it is, right? You wanted the job, you got the job, Congress has appropriated the money, and we demand the results, right? The taxpayers are, the poor folks are out there working every day trying to put their kids through college and pay a mortgage, and we don't have $180 million to throw down the tank and have nothing really appreciable to show for it. And when I say I don't deign to know your business, I don't. But the GAO does. And they've given us these recommendations in this report, and they countervail most of what you tell us, except for what you've been working on recently, because they've been babysitting. We don't hire people on the senior executive schedule to be babysat. You're the leaders. You're the heavies. We hire the heavies to get things done, not to come in here and you don't want to be here, and I don't want to be here. But I got a feeling that if I'm in Congress in a couple years, and you're in your position for a couple more years, we're going to be right back here with the same problem. That's the feeling I got. I don't want to have that feeling, and with all due respect, you haven't given me any confidence in your testimony today that anything's really going to change, right? I hope I'm wrong, and I would say this, in a time of great need and reduced budgets, because there's reduced income, we've got a 2% economy, when you come back and ask for more money, and people vote against your budget, think about this hearing and think about what we did here today and the answers you gave us, and ask yourself, if you were in my position to take money out of the pockets of the people that you live around and give it to you in this organization that has done this with it, what would you vote? I want you to think about that. And then, you know, look, I'm not here to scold you, sir. You're a grown man, right? But this is our job, and we got to beseech you about the importance of this, the gravity of this, the security concerns that we have, the financial concerns we have. This isn't just going to work today and, well, you know, I'm going to take it as far as I can, and the next poor slob will get the job, and we'll hopefully he can take it to the next level. You have a commitment that you've made, and if you can't get the job done, we got to find somebody that will. With that, I yield to Ms. Watson Coleman.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.